It's Open House Thursday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Miriam Longe, and with me as usual are the audacious ladies of Your View, my co-host, YK in the building.
I don't know when I'm going to get used to not hearing I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. I don't know when I'm going to get used to it.
It's because you're old.
Anyway, today is my son-in-law's birthday, so I told my daughter I'll make sure you watch because I'm going to hail him. So happy birthday, Benedict. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Grow old with grace. Thank you for looking after my daughter and my grandchildren. See you soon, I hope. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I know they will not even be watching.
But they may watch it later on.
Hopefully. Yeah. And tomorrow is Made's birthday. Made too. Big one, 30.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, and he's achieved so much, and he's so young, you know.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised that he's just turning 30.
Yeah, he's an inspiration to young kids. Drug-free, alcohol-free.
Yeah.
I'm very focused.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi, Ramatu.
I'm still going to lament about our road today, this time around, as of this morning, in fact. I don't think I came to work with my tires on that car because, man, the holes are just getting deeper and deeper. And to say that there's a hospital, there's a mother and child hospital on that road, it's terrible. I just imagine if there's an emergency, how they are going to rush down to that hospital with that kind of potholes on the road. It's terrible. The road starts from Abraham Adesanya down to Gombe Road. Please, Lagos State government, please help us do something about it urgently.
We join her too in asking for quick intervention in that area.
Honestly.
Our dearest sister. We're so sorry.
Sorry.
Our families, the families of Isime Hazibiri of the South Ibe of South Ibe town, Edo State, the families of Jato, the families of Ohoho, and the families of my husband. I'm trying to remember my mother-in-law's family complete so that I don't make a mistake, as well as my husband, are presently bereaved of her passing, but we are grateful to God because she lived well. She loved her kids, her grandkids, and she loved a lot of people. So yesterday was a full house day for me, receiving guests, people who were coming to commiserate with the family. So we buried her. The janaza was done yesterday in the US where she passed, and we're making plans for the burial arrangements. One of the things to help me function, is to just go back to work because staying home throughout yesterday, I'm finally at that point where I understand how you can't sleep in the midst of it all. So it's just helping you to function. Just go around, just being around, do this, do that, do this, do that. But the families have decided that we'll push the burial so that, because she was a very traditional woman and she was a matriarch, very influential back home in Lagos, in the markets where she sold, where she practiced her trade. And so we'll be having a 40 days burial, and it's a long waiting period for closure. So would
Pele to Mr. Zibiru.
Yes, my heart. You need to have seen him.
No,
my husband,
because I loved his mother so much.
He loves his mother, even in
That's mother for.
Yes, his mom and him. There was no outgrowing her. You know, when a child, I say my husband is the kind of child that you pray for. When you are growing old, you know, some children will just come, Mommy, how are you? You say, fine. So, Mommy is fine, let's eat. My husband is the kind of child that, Mommy, how are you? You say, fine. How fine? Have you checked your BP? Have you eaten? Are you happy? You know, how was your day? He spent every single day. Wow. Every single day, the last thing he does at night before he comes in is to see his mom. And so my heart is with him. I'm really...
My heart is with him too.
Once again.
My heart is, I need to come and find time to come and see him.
My husband, my children, something hit us.
I can imagine.
The kids loved her. They love their grandmother. They don't joke with her. I don't know. I've been begging so that my daughter doesn't hear this in school. But
Can we just make it a bit lighter?
Yes. Okay, you have something.
You know, yeah, we were talking to my granddaughter just now before.
Yeah.
So when I cut off the phone, and I was saying, say grandma, because she has been saying grandma. Yeah. So my daughter said she cried when
you cut off.
And she was saying that sound that I think sounds like grandma. Oh. My daughter is so jealous. Because she has not said mommy and she's saying grandma.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
we condole with you, sister, and we are praying for comfort for your family at this time. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the papers.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're looking at the front pages of the paper right now, and we'll start with The Nation. Waike, are you okay?
No.
Right, settled. Are you settled? I'll wait for you to settle in. All right.
You want to be like Mariah now?
I just want to make sure I want to make sure that you're doing okay. So we'll start with The Nation quickly.
Where has influenced you?
Major headline: Nigeria offers solution to debt crisis in developing economies. Tinubu orders restoration of oil production in Ogoni. Olubadan Obaladoja will modernize city. Wike states now viable to deliver more projects. Oborewori mourns as Oscar Ibru dies at 67. Gunmen on 50 motorcycles invade Kwara community. And finally, no entry qualifies for 2025 NLNG Awards, Advisory Board declares.
I can go first and take the Oborewori and Umukomon Oscar Ibru. Oscar Ibru passed away yesterday. A lot of his friends, now the Delta State governor and the senator, they have mourned because they say he was a great philanthropist and he helped their villages. So on behalf of the government, the chief press secretary gave out that message, and Oscar was a very good friend to a lot of us. My partner was very, very sad yesterday. So rest in peace, Oscar.
Yeah.
So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday received the delegation of the Ogoni people, as led by the governor of Rivers State, Governor Fubara, and he gave an order immediately to the NSA to immediately commence engagements with the NNPCL, the Ogoni communities in Rivers State, as well as stakeholders for the resumption of oil production in that area. He also ordered that the receiving report of the Presidential Committee on the Ogoni consultation that was chaired by the Vice Chancellor of University of Port Harcourt, Professor Don Baridam, at the State House, Abuja, yesterday. He gave that order while receiving them. And so oil exploration had been halted since the Ogoni 9 in 1993 in the area, as well as some calls for the cleanup of the area had been on. So I'm surprised that this report, I tried to see whether it carried on how environmental friendly work would start, but the president has ordered that they start. He also begged the community to please, he said, he praised the committee for what they had done. He described it as dedication and wisdom. And in guiding a delicate process, he said the community should should embrace reconciliation and dialogue as the only path to justice and development. And he also conferred posthumously on 4 others, 4 Ogoni leaders, the CON, that's the commander of the Order of the Niger. He had earlier conferred one of these national honors on the Ogoni 9, and so the committee commended him that this would be a seal on all the talks on reconciliation, and so he has asked that they explore the possibility of oil exploration now in the area. I'm particularly worried because, you know, Ken Sorua, who was an activist and calling for the environmental cleanup protection of the area, died in the course of this, as well as 9 others who were... They
didn't die, they were
executed in the course of this. So it will be only right that when the exploration resumes, since the community is asking that they start work again, it is now done right, the same standard where the company in question, I don't want to mention them, in their countries of origin, how it will be done, you know, in environmental friendly ways. It should not destroy the environment because of the...
That's right. The whole area has really been destroyed, so I really hope...
So, and the cleanup, we've not seen good videos of them. Even former Vice President visited the area, but we didn't see proper... So
it was just like... It's a good conversation to have as a hot topic, but now we're still looking at the papers.
Okay, so I have the stories about the gist from Wiki talking about the states. He says states are now more financially viable to embark on more capital projects than under the previous administration. He said this at Ika local government area of Akwa Ibom State during the inauguration of the 15 to 13 kilometer Ika Azumini Road, which links the states to Abia. So that's Akwa Ibom to Abia State. He said that when I was governor, when I was governor, I recall how difficult it was to get money to do projects. Monies were used for the payment of oil subsidy. But now you have a leader who came and removed that subsidy. So what he's trying to say is that now there's more money for people to embark on bigger projects. He went ahead and he said, he said the chairman of the council stated here that either before the creation of order or after the creation of the state, they have never seen anything like it. So he now said, I commend you for taking that bold step to construct this road. This is why your people are very happy, and I thank you for what you have done. He also went ahead and said, as a governor, I can tell you that these are funds to do our projects such as this. Without owing the bank, we are not leaving debts for those who will take over from us. So we want to support the president. You know, he's just hailing and saying he wants to support the president, and they are so happy that when he removed the subsidy, now they have more money to do a lot of things. So please hold your governors accountable.
I have a story. So NLNG Advisory Board raised 2025 entries below average. They said the 2025 edition of the Nigeria Prize for Science, organized by NLNG, has ended without a winner. They said that the judges unanimously decided that none of the entries met the required standards for the prestigious award. They said even though the prize attracted 112 entries from across the world, only 54 were adjudged valid, and of these, 10 were shortlisted. 4 finalists were eventually ratified by the advisory board for further consideration. And then they said despite the effort invested by researchers, innovators, the final submissions lacked the vital qualities of soundness, usability, and real impact that the prize represents. And so it was just only in good faith and also to keep the credibility of this award that they had to declare no winners. And for me, this is a huge conversation about our education, about our interest in, you know, applying for prizes like this. I remember when we were in school, when you hear that, you know, opportunities like this come, the entries will be in their thousands, first of all, and it's usually hard to find a winner and really sad. So I feel like there's a lot to learn from this. Let's go on to the next paper. Okay, so we'll look at the Punch, we read the headlines and then go on a break. So the Punch, major headline, NMPCL secures 318 billion naira to fund new oil exploration. Hunger, Tinubu aligns with calls for Palestinian state. Infrastructure decay caused Abuja-Kaduna train derailment. Wow. There's a picture of Tinubu receives Ogoni report, honors slain leaders. Osun writes federal government challenges local government funds disbursement. Motorists stranded as flood overruns Lagos communities. Ibas meets Tinubu EFCC chair in Aso Rock. And then we have our protect Yoruba interests if elected president. This is according to Atiku. And then finally, Olubadan Oyo gears up for historic coronation. Let's go on a short break, and when we'll come back, we'll continue with the pages of the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Mealtime is game on. Meet my Sure Bet Game Changer, made from natural ingredients to deliver game-changing chicken aroma and taste for my whole team.
Mom, why did we not use this before?
Upgrade your chicken game with game-changing chicken flavor from Maggi Chicken.
Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop and
Sonia tomato mix in a stand-up pouch. Get one free sachet when you buy 5 tomato mix or pepper and onion sachets.
Sedap Supreme Noodles is here for you. Because only the finest ingredients go into Sedap Supreme Chicken Essence to give it that truly delicious chicken taste. Sedap Supreme tasty chicken noodles with real chicken essence, capturing the Sedap Supreme tasty chicken goodness. Sedap Supreme Noodles, the essence of tasty chicken goodness. Also available in rich spices variant. Be Supreme Nigeria.
For this area, everybody sabi me. My name na Chukwudi, but people they call me Fearless Chooks. I know they fear everybody.
What happened when I see you run inside like this?
Okay, landlord, malaria don't catch my wife.
Fearless Chooks, they fear malaria where it gets attended. Anytime we malaria show face, I give my people, wow, malaria will just run.
Because I need cassette.
You mean cassette?
Yes. Okay, landlord.
Chooks, Kagamutanina, answer Malavia.
The shield. Kesatem work.
Kesatem, Evano.
Kesatem, a combination of artemether and lumefantrine. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your medical doctor.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need help.
Mommy, I got the school fees.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
Amade
Doja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hey,
evening, my people. I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail. And I dare on top your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody. When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't tell.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at the pages of the front of the papers, and we're just read the Punch.
Yes.
Who has what?
So I have the president at the UN General Assembly going on right now. He has decided to align with the countries that are pro-Palestinian. So those are the United Kingdom, France, Canada, Australia, Portugal, and other countries who are now calling for the recognition of the Palestinian state. He was represented by the vice president at the UN General Assembly, and he says he's, of the opinion, and speaking on our behalf anyways, on which we agree, that the state of Palestine and the state of Israel should be a two-state nation. Both of them should both be allowed to exist. And he says, taking a bold stance, he declared that we say without stuttering and without doubt that a two-state solution remains the most dignified path to lasting peace for the people of Palestine. The people of Palestine are not collateral damage in a civilization searching for order. They are human beings equal in worth, entitled to the same freedom and dignities that the rest of us take for granted. And, because of some people differing on this, the US, for instance, and Israel particularly, insisting there should be no such state. Of course, there are obvious other sides, but I totally honor this stand of the two states.
Yeah. Waike, are you ready for the motorists stranded?
Yes. The cars that were stranded and businesses were due to the flood yesterday because of the downpour yesterday and day before yesterday. Vehicular movement and business activities were paralyzed. The downpour wreaked havoc in the flood-prone areas, Maryland, Lekki, Ogba, Ikorodu. Says multiple videos were seen across social media platforms by the Punch's correspondents and their flooded neighborhoods. They put a picture there. My cousin sent me videos of his own house. He couldn't go out because his house was he's lucky.
Submerged.
Totally, yeah.
Oh.
So I just wanted to, I think it's important we talk about this story because, yes, Lagos is below sea level and yes, we are prone to floods, but we too need to start to help ourselves. All these blocked drainages, building on canals. Because I remember when the commissioner was breaking down some houses in flood-prone areas, we were all saying,
we're up in arms, yes.
Yeah,
but now,
you can see how this is what is happening.
True.
Because they build on illegal...
on the waterways.
They build on waterways. It causes floods, and we all suffer. Everybody will suffer. So we need to talk to ourselves, I think.
Okay, right, so I have the story from about the derailment, that's the train derailment, what happened. They said the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has revealed that poor infrastructure maintenance and operational lapses were the primary causes of the Abuja-Kaduna train derailment that occurred on August 26, 2025. They said they released a report and said that this report slightly differs from the Nigerian Railway Corporation. That's the story that the Railway Corporation brought. And they are different, the stories are different. The NRC attributed the derailment to human error, excessive speeding, and misapplication of the emergency brake system. That was what the person that was driving the train did. They said, but however, they said the NSIB preliminary report paints a very different picture. They are saying that that there was a broken point clip and an unserviceable automatic switch mechanism at the Asham station, and that this and then when the train passed over the defective section, the front coaches began to shake violently before derailing, damaging over 300 sleepers, destroying hundreds of track fasteners, and inflicting heavy damage on parts of the signaling system. He also stressed that the lack of adequate infrastructure and training meant that the staff were ill prepared to manage risk effectively. So they are saying that and you know, because of the insecurity on that road, that's what makes people to join that start joining that train, and there are lots and lots of people that pass that place. Please, let's try as much as possible to follow and make sure that we maintain these rails. It's very, very important.
All right. The Daily Sun. Bishop Kuka hits political leaders hard. Court turns down IGP's request for bench warrant against Andy Uba. Tinubu honors Ogoni 4 with CON, supports resumption of all exploration in Ogoni land. Federal government unveils official theme for Nigeria at 65. Alleged $9.6 billion PNID scam. Again, court adjourns adoption of written addresses. Otedola accuses Jonathan government of 2 trillion naira subsidy fraud. And UNGA 80, reform or risk irrelevance, Tinubu tells UN world leaders. Who's going? Who has the Otedola story?
I have the Otedola story. Or do you have it as well?
No. Okay.
I have the Otedola story.
Okay.
So he had accused the Jonathan government of corruption and fuel subsidy corruption, and he said in a statement he accused members of the Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association, DAPMAN, which he claims have founded perpetuating corrupt business model built on subsidy fraud and obsolete infrastructure. Anyway, he struck out at them, saying over 2 trillion was siphoned through questionable subsidy claims under President Jonathan, and the Umar Sani has hit out straight at him, say he was the former advisor to President Nnamdi Sambo. He says it's not clear if the businessman, through his gratuitous denunciation to score cheap political points and get ahead of others in the nation's extant patronage politics, or merely leveraged, oh gosh, what have I done? Or merely leveraged on the convenient corruption chant for mass appeal. It says it's obvious. Anyway, they said while he's accusing the Jonathan government, the subsidy started in Obasanjo's government, continued with Yaradua, continued with Buhari, and then he's now going to. So they are like wondering, who is he trying to appeal to? Who is he?
Subsidy theft,
hypocritical
payment without compliance. We know that it was during the Jonathan's time.
Yes,
and then there were suspects who were tried. We don't have convictions. We don't know how that investigation ended.
But let's remember, let us not forget that it was during Jonathan that Jonathan realized what was happening and wanted to remove subsidy. And what happened? Nobody came up in arms, including the present government.
Yeah, we remember.
The Buhari government, we were all, everybody marched. We still don't believe in subsidy were there. Those that believe in subsidy were there. Those that, so please, when you are accusing, don't rewrite history. He's rewriting history now.
I have the president meet with...
Can you take it short time?
Very short.
Okay,
very
let's
short.
go.
So the president has invited past sole administrator of River State to the house. So yesterday he was there along with the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edu, as well as the chairman of the EFCC. And in between the conversation, Wale Edu had arrived earlier but ran off and came back with a very big brief case or file. So to show serious business. Also, the sole administrator is also being investigated by the House of Assembly of Rivers State. I think there's a probe of his duration in office. The amount that he received from federal allocation during that period is about 254.3 billion from the federal allocation. So we need to check.
Okay, check. Yeah.
Check.
Anyways, thank you, ladies. That's all we can take from the papers today. Let's go on a short break.
I like this and
we'll
very fast. The paper anyhow.
And when we come back, we'll continue with our show. Thank you very much, YK.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care with 5 oils and 5 vitamins. 48-hour nourishment. Helps reduce appearance of stretch marks in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care for your shade of beautiful.
Stay confident, stay focused, breathe through it with TomTom.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
When you're low on energy and need a break, give yourself a treat. Cadbury Hot Chocolate. Smooth. Crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be. Men no they ever get forced. If baby not there for her, now the woman.
Talk no they be person, you make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But look, we not even take responsibility for the children. Please demand.
And that's some poria.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions.
Thank you for staying with us. So YK may be the oldest here, but she's the naughtiest. I have to tell you people. Anyway, for our hot topic today, this one I think is really going to spark a lot of conversation. So let's picture this, right? A wedding was planned and then cancelled 3 weeks ago, not because of cheating, not because of money, not even because of deep family secrets, but simply because the bride refused to call her fiance's 11-year-old niece auntie. According to the mother-in-law, in her culture, from the age of 2 upwards, every niece and nephew must be addressed as auntie or uncle. The bride said no, insisting it was humiliation to address children she was much older than in that way. Her fiancé sided with his mother, and just like that, the marriage was called off. What are your thoughts? There are, a few conversations about how this is playing out. Is this about tradition? Is this about humiliation? Is this just like a test of power? Where should loyalty go to on the husband's side? Is it to his mother? Is it to his wife? And we'd like to hear your contributions as well. So you can call us on the numbers 0201-635-2013 or 090-241-63440. And you can also tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag TVC.
Yeah, so let me go first.
You'd like to jump in quickly?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
First of all, it's a cultural thing. Because when I came to Lagos and I mingled with some of the Yoruba people, it's usually very common with the Yoruba culture. So someone was telling me that as long as they don't give birth to a child while you are married to the family, any child being born once you join the family, before you join the family, you must call that child uncle or auntie. So this is a culture. But where I had to ask her, I was like, so if it's a baby, that as long as they didn't give birth to that child in front of her, when she comes to that family, she's going to address everybody, all of them as uncle and auntie. And I was like, but man, this is, So that 3-month-old baby, I think the baby's name, I can't remember the baby's name, but she was busy calling the baby auntie, this person, auntie, this person. And I was like, baby is baby. You've already, made the baby look older than what they are and everything. I think there are some culture, there are some laws in some cultures that we need to abolish on our own. We don't necessarily have to keep on following it because, of course, me now that I'm coming from a different culture, coming to meet this kind of culture, I'm going to question it and I'll be like, it's not proper. So when somebody like that child that I'll be calling auntie, that child is supposed to come to me in case of anything. But the moment you put that auntie there, the child will not be able to come and come to me if in case the child has any issues later in life or anything, because the person will not look at it like I'm coming with all this my age, with my plenty age that I'm coming into the family. Then the 11-year-old child, when they have issues, they won't be able to come to me for anything because already they are feeling like they are the auntie in the family. So I think there are some culture that we really, really need to, on our own, abolish on our own. And talking about the support coming from the husband, I think it's the husband that's supposed to draw the line when it comes to certain things like that.
Okay, we'll go into that, but let me just hear initial thoughts.
Well, I know because my father had 27 wives. They didn't do it with Femi, Sola, and I because they didn't do it with Femi, Sola, and I. Their claim was we were Oyibo children because they felt my mother was foreign. So they all called us by our names. But Kunle, who is my younger brother, they called Kunle Boda Kunle. The wives called, he was younger than most of them.
The wives
all called him Boda Kunle.
Okay.
Because they said he was born before
they were married.
They got married to Fela. Okay. So I know it exists, as whether I can accept it, it's a bit difficult for me because I think, like Ramatu said, a 7-year-old or an 11-year-old, an old person should call her auntie or uncle, might be a bit, might give the child some entitlement mentality, feeling, look, I can talk to you
anyhow.
After all, I'm your auntie.
Yes, because you're calling me auntie, because the child is calling older people auntie, and then an older person is calling me auntie. Ah, man, if I were a child, I would be like, hey.
Well, YK, since you sort of experienced it in your personal life, did it carry any other weight or responsibility apart from the fact that you're just being called auntie? Was there any expectation that that child would act a certain way?
What it was they were giving the child the utmost respect, and the child was like, you couldn't tell off that. How can you tell off a child that you're calling?
So it came with entitlements. Okay.
You cannot tell off a child
that you're already.
Yeah. So I do agree that maybe we need to tone down some of our cultural. I'm an advocate for culture.
Yes.
You know, this one it's a bit dicey.
Okay.
Because if I go and call a small child and the small child starts to tell me, hey, shut up there, I'm the one that has.
Well, that's what happens eventually. So the culture in Yoruba culture, seniority was not how it was determined. Is that about lineage? If you bring it to their trades angle, you know, we talk about the Igbo trade. Yoruba people too had how they did their trade. So who first come? Now senior, you understand? So if we are both learning tailoring, for instance, I might be a mother of 5, long married in my 40s, but when I come and I meet a younger person who's more skilled, I will give her, she's my senior in trade. So that's how they look at it, that in this family, you're you know, by marriage, you're a younger member of the family as compared to the children born before you came in. And so you were compelled to give them that difference. But over the years, what it showed is that it disempowered the elder. So you now, if you cannot call the child by their first name, how do you reprimand the child?
Yes.
And yet, family expects you to do that balance. There will now be a lot of eye service for women who want to sit down in Lioko, Kaleje, Lioko, you know. They will now have to be, you know, pretending the child is annoying you. Because my sister, when she married into the Yoruba culture, was the first in our family. And I remember her, she had gone for the first celebration of Eid with them. And she called on the phone, she was crying, my father was crying. I said, what happened? My father said, I told you people, I don't know these people's culture. What happened? The girl, when she got married, before the Eid would come, they have spent at least 4 months in Lagos. There was a young girl she met in her husband's house who moved in with her, and you know, they became friends. They had bonded, they were friends. But she calls the girl by first name. The girl didn't object, and so they went for family events. And then she was cooking and said, called her by first name first time. Called her the second time, so those mamas then, they observe. Then I watched her to correct her because the husband is exposed. They watched him, let him follow the men to one event. And so they then summoned her. You know, she thought she didn't do nothing. She wasn't expecting. And we were idols. And everybody in my own place is sister, brother. It means we were respectful of link. So you're from my town, you speak the same language. You're from my family compound. If my younger ones, my elder ones, when they speak to me on the phone, sister, sister, sister. So I do brother. You know, just we were our own is different. So the culture shock happened because my sister was made to kneel down. All the women gathered. They were now asking that she should name all the children. They called the children. Which one were you there when they named them?
Oh, wow.
You know, it was like that. And my sister was shocked. As in, when she left that place, she called my dad. She was crying on the phone. My father too was crying that, see, the place is fine. I cannot even go there to do anything. And so, but funnily, my sister should be almost 20 years now. She should be 20 years married to that family. All those children lived with her. They lived with her. And so I don't see I don't see how that culture served them, because for her to be a mother to them, because that's what she would become. They were babies. There were some who were practically babies. One of them comes to do my hair. He was a toddler. He was breastfeeding when they married my sister. And she had to love them, raise them. If she continued to say, brother, uncle, and the child becomes rude, if you try for people for the child will be rude. They will be rude.
But I want to ask, does it mean when that happens, is it just a way of maybe just testing your humility, and then after you stayed in that family for a while, you know, everybody forgets and you just move on? I just want to understand, because if you say that the relationship eventually evolves, maybe it's not something that they expect you to do forever, but when you come in, you don't show that you even respect this culture in our family.
If it's a culture you don't know, is that how to even tell you? Is it to gather you and tell you? Yeah. Someone, at least another, would have been telling you that, no, call her, this is how we call her, so that you can object. Because I remember when I got married, everybody that is younger than me of my age mate is their name. You know, and it's not rudeness. Because difference, as in difference in respect, is different from servitude. What this culture promotes that I've seen is a lot of servitude. And you're looking at a 4-year-old, my Imran size, for instance, and say, how about that Imran? Yeah. Even me, I would have told your auntie what, you want to kill him? You know, because it will be funny. Okay. Because if the child now misbehaves, exactly what are you supposed to do? And over the years, I've seen marriage, although for my sister, it changed quickly because when she came back, we say, what do you know if you do no start them, no join them? You know?
So there has to be a way to also handle it.
There's a way to handle it.
Let's go on a short break and we'll come back, we'll dig deeper into this conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Progress.
Quick moves and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top your view pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody. When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guys, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be. Men no they ever get forced. If baby not there for her, na the woman.
Talk no they be person, make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio.
About calling younger ones auntie or family culture. But I want to ask you, this lady, didn't she overreact? Because I've seen a lot of people call pastor's daddy. I mean, you get upset that you cannot call an 11-year-old auntie because it's not part of your culture. And yet, you go off to church and there's this pastor who is much younger than your husband and his daddy, and you serve him and you do this. So it's not a culture that you really hate. It's just that you want to determine whether you should do it or not. So really, are we just being hypocritical here? Since it's a culture that we seem to use when it benefits us.
I want to read Mount Rushmore's message. He says, my wife calls my younger ones brother this, sister that. Nobody compelled her to do that, and they respect her a whole lot. So he is saying
it's not always abusive.
That it's not always an entitlement mentality, that they still respect her, even though she calls them. And she is probably from a very cultured
home. So somewhere she's used to.
Where she's used to doing it. You know, but someone that is just coming in may find it very strange. I should call the 11-year-old brother.
Maybe she's also
so, but that's my so that's my own.
Yeah, maybe Mount Rushmore's. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they're from the same culture. The Yoruba women who marry into Yoruba families know how to handle it.
So okay, before Nima gets in, because I know she's about to give us some Yoruba angles. Ibrahim has called us. Good morning, Ibrahim.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I want to contribute to the program.
Please go ahead.
Okay. You know what? Now I'm over 50 years now, and when we were small, in our house, our wives used to, not by brother or by what, but they used to call us Akowe, Indileke, and this and that. You know, it's our tradition. Let me give you an example. As a boss, you are 20-year-old, and you have a subordinate that is about 50-year-old. You know, they dare not call you by name because they will lose their job. Even you will call them by their own name. Why? Because you are the senior in that department. That was how it reflected in the family. Those children are the senior in the house. That was why these days you will see a child that comes to a stranger's house. They dare not greet you. They will just come in, sir, please, I'm looking for so-so. And you ask them, are you mad? Don't your parents taught you morality? How to greet elders? You know, it's our tradition. And we need to keep to that. If we don't keep to that, we will continue having problems in Nigeria. So everybody has their own tradition. The Igbos, I'm a Yoruba man. I'm from Ijebu. So everybody has their own tradition. Even Hausa will call their elders by their name.
They don't call their sons.
Aisha, their grandmother, their grandpa, they will call Usman. So Igbos knows how to do their.
Oh, we lost Ibrahim. You were going to
I
say.
was going to say that the Yoruba women who married, who are from Yoruba, who are accustomed to this culture, know how to do it. Even when they do the auntie, the uncle, there's still firmness attached to it. So it's just a name, not to, yes, there's still firmness. But for those who want to avoid it, one of the tricks that it is just, as it says, you call them pet names. So when you come, there's one time I dated a Yoruba boy. Back then, he had a cousin living with him.
Small, you'll be releasing your secret.
No, our dating was not that kind of dating. So that's what I would say. Somebody has asked me for my hand, and I had said, okay. But we're just, So whenever the cousin comes to see me, instead of calling her Aisha, I used to call her Portable, because she was just so petite. So because the mother had mentioned that you have to call her, I said, and that I did it so she will know, because I won't do it. I won't call that name. So you find a pet name for them. You find an endearment for them. Because it's culture thing. Imran is Ya Laolu's son by fosterhood. And she has started having grandkids.
Okay.
And Imran baby was about 3 or 4 years old when her first grandchild was born. No, it was four when her first grandchild was born. I remember once the girl started talking, she would say, Bode Embo, Bode Abolu, because she calls him Bolu. She will insist they call him brother. And I'll be like, brother Tani, you see them that both age mates now.
Okay.
But that's the culture and the beauty of it. It's just to show this is your big brother.
Well, there's something.
Sorry. I want to correct the caller where he said that the Hausa people, the elder ones, that we call them by names. It's not always true. We don't call our elder ones by name. We call them, you know, like Kau. Kau is uncle. Kau, this person, and Auntie one.
Yes.
We do it. We do
So
it
you
like
to
that.
do the
And then most times we usually, and sometimes you may hear a name. Most of these names are given maybe if you were born on a Monday, you were born on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on maybe like Njuma. Njuma, you can call Njuma because this is just somebody who was born on a Friday. You understand? In if it is maybe on a Monday, like for a lady, you say Lantana, you know, you can call those names directly because it's like days of the week. Like, so it can be for an elder person or the younger person.
It's more like a sign of respect.
Yes, so it's that's just it. So it's not like we can't put auntie or Kau, Njuma or something like that. We'll just call the person.
There's something
Njuma.
also that I learned from a Fulani help that used to work with us. We'll get into that after I take a call from Shola. Good morning, Shola.
Hello, good morning, Shola. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
We can hear you, Shola. Please, go ahead.
Good morning. I'm calling from Ikorodu. Okay. Let me just add to what Mr. Ibrahim said.
Okay.
Okay, let me add to what Mr. Ibrahim said.
Stop listening to your TV.
I don't want to talk. Let her just, if you keep talking.
Okay, in Yoruba land, what I know is you don't have to call the younger person as a wife. You don't have to call them by name. You don't have to call them by name.
Oh, Shola. Yes. You were saying, okay, I was telling you.
You should tell them to turn down their TV because the feedback, you will not know that.
So sometimes you see I stay quiet because the more you talk, the more it confuses them. So if you stay silent, they'll just
No, but you see, the thing is, they are still hearing themselves. Even if you stay quiet.
But you know, I was going to say just before the call, I know that Fulanis don't call their first sons by their names. I learned it from her. She said they can't call them by their names. So you have to give them an endearment, a pet name, to be able to do that. So in Africa or in Nigeria, we seem to have that thing where name. So for me, I feel like it's the name that
Fulani one. I think they call their first sons like brother.
No, you can't just call them by their name.
What do you?
So we had Fulani family friend, and the first son was Jemilu.
Okay.
But the mother had to call him I'm trying to remember.
Yaya?
I think, no, Yaya. There's a word that she calls him and it sounds like brother. She doesn't use his first name, and she's his mom. And I found it strange, but it was a beautiful culture. When I went
so I'm just saying that, you know, this is our culture. And sometimes, you know, because we want to be modern, how dare I, it can never happen. And I find that we don't question Western culture. It's so easy for us to question our culture. I was wondering, I was hoping either you or YK would give us, maybe there's a history, you know, behind this, calling a younger person not calling a younger person by their name or giving a younger person that respect of saying auntie or uncle. Because as I've heard everyone says, it does not really mean that they are entitled to lord over you, depending on how you carry yourself.
So a wife is an addition to a family upon marriage. The family existed, and you're supposed to revere your in-laws, your family that you have come into, and so show that, you know, the Yoruba people are premium on respect, give rest. They are premium on these things. They hold it with their entire pride. Because my auntie had a master's done and a very flourishing career when she got married. But as big and huge as she was, she loved it. She, as an Egba woman, loved the kneeling down. She will now compare me to, you know, those kind of things. So the title of my father-in-law, my baboko, yokomi, you know, the little children, you can, even the children, generally, when you want to call them, you're older than them, but to call them as a group, you just, I want your committee, you know, my in-laws, you know, reverence, you know, respecting the lineages of the children that you met in the, how do you go about respecting them? So it's just something that if you have accepted it, you won't actually see it as something that disempowers you as an elder. Yeah. You will see it as something that, you know, is inclusive, has made you inclusive, and how to love them, how to, you know, to belong with them.
So that's why I
but there are abuses.
Yeah, it's okay.
There are abuses of
the question, was that enough to just end a marriage?
You as, you know, in those days where women
Sorry,
were...
before you go in, Temi Ikoyi, Temi from Ikoyi is calling us this morning. Good morning, Temi. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Temi. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so this topic doesn't really apply to just women alone. Okay. It also applies to me as a guy. So I'm telling you my personal experience. I'm not going to mention his name because I know he's going to be watching. I come from a royal family, and coincidentally, my granddad had 8 wives, and my so-called uncle was 9 years younger than me. We went for a family event, and that was the first time I met him. So I saw him, and I was still rubbing his head. I didn't know he was my uncle because he's my granddad's last son. So I was rubbing his head, and they said, uncle hello for all that. I looked at him like, I'm older than this one now. The next thing they said I should prostrate for him. I said, this one I'm 9 years older than. I was there when they did his naming ceremony, because looking back, I was there. So the whole elders, my mom, my uncles told me, prostrate. I was so angry. I prostrated, I greeted him. Wow. Then one time we were playing football, I took him to one corner and I dealt with him very well. We want to collect a ballet. But now we're all cool.
Okay.
We see him, we laugh, we do all sorts. But for the lady's marriage that was cancelled, I think both mother-in-law and the lady, they were both wrong. Because one, something like that, it's all about delivery. If the mother-in-law had corrected her in a different way, maybe called her aside and said, in our family, we do it this way, maybe she chastised her in a way that wasn't good. Then secondly, the lady that lost the whole wedding or marriage thing, you should also understand that diplomacy is the way. If you're getting to a family or they're coming to your family, you can just say, okay, you're going to be diplomatic. That same person that's saying, call auntie, pull her closer, and at the end of the day, you won't need all of this. But I just think it's a simple message of wrong delivery and timing. Thank you.
Thank you, Temi, for your contribution. Yes. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our conversation. Please stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Abundant farmland, vibrant workforce, strategic investments. Nigeria's land is fertile. And under President Tinubu, it's coming alive with new promise. Massive investments, modern tools, bigger harvest. A new chapter opens for the displaced with skills, income, and hope. Mega farms, smart farming, safer communities. From farm to agro-allied industries, jobs are growing, losses shrinking. We're not there yet, but we're on the road and moving fast. Nigeria's comeback story is not yet complete, but it is firmly underway.
Powered by Citizen Connect Initiative.
No buy am! But why? No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Mealtime is game on. Meet my Sure Bet Game Changer, made from natural ingredients to deliver game-changing chicken aroma and taste for my whole team.
Mom, why did we not use this before?
Upgrade your chicken game with game-changing chicken flavor from Maggi Chicken.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish your kids. Milo 3-in-1 is such a smart choice. Milo, energy to go further.
From Nestle.
Breaking news. The home is under attack. by stains, disease-causing germs, and so much more. An all-out war. But not for long, cause hypo is here.
Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Protect every day with hypo. Dirty and stains no fit do us shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with hypo. Cleaning every surface, sanitizing home. Shine every corner, enter every corner. Your sitting room, kitchen, even the toilets. For cleaning, hypo now, no lose guard, protect your home with hypo now.
And just like that, the day is saved. Germs always find a way back.
No green. Protect every day with hypo.
Hypo go hypo.
Thank you for staying with us. Ladies, let's, wrap up on this topic. And I would like us to wrap up by, talking about how this marriage ended just because of this. Could there have been another way to have handled this diplomatically, or she was just right to walk away when she did?
I think it's okay for her to walk away, because I don't know how it must have been put to her or something, but I think she has seen the future, that there are some of the cultural this thing that she's going to see, and she may not be able to take care of it. You see, this Gen Z, they are not going to take anything. So once they see that something is already becoming a problem, they rather exit. They will not even try, or even try to be diplomatic, or try to put in the eye service into it to make it work. They will not do that.
So, what do you think?
I think, well, if she had seen that this cannot work, I don't like the rapport I have with my mother-in-law to be, then maybe. But I think it's something that could have been settled diplomatically if she really loved the guy and he loved her. I think they could have settled diplomatically, because let's be honest, the respect is important too. I'm not saying go and be respecting
11 years
Dobale for an 11-year-old child. I'm just saying I do appreciate that culture of giving respect to your elder ones. Or look, my driver, or my former driver, because I was older than him, but I never called him by name. I called him Mr. Whoever. Why? Because I felt that he was not a young man, had wife and children, maybe grandchildren, God stuff, I don't know. But I know the ego of the Roman, it doesn't how women, so I just give him Mr. Whoever, because it's actually important to give people that respect, to show people regard. It's not even respect, it's just to show regard for whoever, even if they're working for you. I know that sometimes we Europeans can carry it to the limit, because I know someone, she was, as she's calling her auntie, the other one is replying auntie, auntie Rama too, that was auntie Jenny, they will always be auntying themselves. That one I find a bit, I'm
happy that you raised that, because I remember one time when I just moved back, to Lagos, I went somewhere and someone who was clearly older than me kept calling me auntie. Now I'm used to it. I was like, there's something wrong with my face. I was worried, or to find out, I figured, oh, okay, it's just a thing. Yes, the Nima, please.
So I think that the girl didn't apply wisdom, because there's no culture that you go to in the world that you don't get your shocks. Except you want to, even me that I married from my culture, I learned, so I got shocked. As soon as I had my daughter, I got pregnant.
New things.
Shock. because they started opening up all the cultural things for me. So there's no place that you go that you don't find their culture applying. I think that, you know, she should have, you know, if she loved the guy, truly had a conversation about it. And then, see, ask people who have lived through it. There's no big deal there. I told you about my auntie. I saw my auntie kneeling down as of habit. I found this strange. It wasn't something I could do, but I found this strange. And you know, when you love a people over time, you know how to deal with them. Their culture is their culture, and how they do it is. If she was married in our own Benin culture, for instance, my mother's family and my mother-in-law's family are the royals. They don't. Even if they want to come and marry a Yoruba girl, they will never prostrate at that wedding. Their head no dey touch ground. So how do you knock such a child? What do you do? You know, you see Temi's case, it reminded me, I have 2 younger uncles, my grandfather's children. They call me sister and I call them by name. So these dynamics are different. They play in different ways. I think that she was just too quick. When you go, when you know, go see a bit of drama. So God will help her.
Well, what would you say the role of the man was? Like,
I think
he played his role.
No, I think he should have been the glue that he could have brought the two.
I think he did it. No, you know, my mother has said this. This is our culture in our house, so that they don't start fighting all the way.
Said it to him, to her in front of him, and then he took her side, his mother's side. The wife would just look and say, from now. But that kind of thing, just say, come. This is how we do it here. If you don't want to call her, then just be saying,
find someone to call her.
Or
fine girl, hello baby. If she's just giving her hello baby.
He could have explained it. Because what if the girl was an Igbo girl? She will never understand.
Yes.
Because they don't do it. It's not their culture. So it's you. If you love her, then you will explain to her.
You know what Dwight is saying? It's important that while you're dating and talking sweet nothings, please add all those your cultural differences in your conversation. Let that lady know that in our house, we say this, and explain to her how that will come about. Because I can't believe that she must have just met that family for the first time 3 weeks before the wedding when it was called off. She must have met them over time. Why was that not, you know, explained to her over the course of the relationship?
It's like she was already going. And mine will not be again.
All right. There are things that we should learn, but there are some cultures that we shouldn't really follow.
In fact, thank you. I think I have learned a few lessons from this. At first I was going to say, just walk away. What does this mean? But definitely wisdom and diplomacy is needed. Thank you, ladies, for this conversation. And
can I read one message?
Yes, quickly.
Mantoshma says, even Offset, I chose your view when one call at the Enikuti YK.
Asa says it's not a thing. It's not just a thing in Yoruba land, to be honest. It's not a big deal. I call teenagers in my estate auntie, brother. It doesn't stop me from treating their nonsense.
Okay, then.
Thank you. No, sorry. That's all we can take on the segment. Let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we have a special feature. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish your kids. Milo 3-in-1 is such a smart choice. Milo, energy to go further.
From Nestle.
Even now, all the latest information, we don't even take responsibility for the children. Please demand. And that's some period.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the archer meant to be.
I'm Nifabi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And hey, you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire. My name na Moyo Faraway.
Thank you for staying with us. It is our pleasure to present highlights from a landmark gathering, the 55th Annual Accountants Conference of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, the largest assembly of chartered accountants in Africa. For over 5 decades, ICANN, the continent's foremost professional accountancy body, has upheld the values of integrity, accountability, and excellence, while equipping accountants to play pivotal roles in nation building. With a diverse membership spanning critical sectors of the economy, the Institute continues to set standards that inspire confidence and trust. Joining us on the show is the Chairman, 55th ICANN Conference 2025, Chief Oye Akinshulere. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks, welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. So to begin, we would just like for you to share for this year the main theme of the conference and why you would say is particularly relevant to this time.
Thank you so much. The main theme is building resilience.
Okay.
Aligning reforms for Nigeria's development. We all know what the country is presently going through.
And that shows you the significance of that team. Accountants, bankers, economists will normally come up together. Not that we get anywhere, but to provide solutions.
Yeah.
So this conference, we are coming together, the accountants. We invited experts that will come and deliver lectures, and from there we're communicating with the government.
I'm surprised. 55 years already. Wow. Oh, wow. It's
not 55 years. We are 60 years this year, but the conference is the 55th one.
Yeah, wow. That's really laudable. What are the key dates for this event, and where is the venue of this year's event going?
The conference will be holding from October 6, Monday, October 6 to Friday, October 10. And will be taking place at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja.
Okay, so on the part of uniqueness, we said uniqueness of this year. They say every edition has its uniqueness. What makes this year's conference stand out from the rest, from the previous ones?
Just a while ago, I made a correction that this is not our 55th year, but 60th year. Yeah, so we are marking our diamond jubilee of existence. Yeah. 60 years. We were established on the 1st of September, 1965.
Okay. Wow.
So precisely on the 1st of September this year,
we were 60.
And we had a walk.
That is major. That is huge.
Yeah, so I was going to ask who your guests are and the sessions. Can you give us a highlight of some of the prominent guests and a few headline session delegates that we can be looking forward to? Delegates can look forward to.
First, we are bringing in the #1 chartered accountant in the world.
Wow.
The president of International Federation of Accountancy Bodies worldwide. The first national is coming. We are bringing the global banking, accounting experts that will be delivering lectures there. And as we're talking, one of those that will be presenting papers is already presenting at the Onga, where the ceremony is taking place, the event is taking place. Dr. Monet is coming in. So expect experts.
Okay, so apart from Dr. Monet, are there other international speakers that you're expecting? And how can all these zero chartered accountants who are members and non-members, can they participate?
The conference is open to everybody. We have a section for non-members. They are free to register, and they've registered. They are registering. So it covers everyone.
Yeah.
We're expecting them. They are already coming in, and it's meant for all. It's not meant for select accountants alone.
Okay, so the social and the cultural side, beyond the technical sessions, are there any social or cultural events planned to enrich the whole entire experience?
Some years back, we brought in the band.
Okay.
4 years ago, we brought in Davido.
Okay.
We brought in Olumide. And because we are marking our 60th anniversary, I think we consider that it will be necessary to pop champagne.
Okay.
Dr. Sid will be coming.
Dr. Sid.
Oh, okay.
You're quite a young, quite a young accountant.
Interesting.
Young at heart.
Yes. So usually at these events, how long does it last? The party side, because I know the technical side, people will be there, you know, but the party, they call it the after party.
On Thursday, October 9, we'll be having a gala night.
Okay.
And that gala night, that's where we're going to feature Dr. Sid. We have some other musicians too. They'll be there from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. We'll be partying.
Wow.
Let's get serious. Let's talk about the impact of this conference on our nation. You had mentioned earlier that, this is a gathering of accountants to look at how our economy is doing. But what, in practical terms, can we break down how this will impact our nation and what the personal message of ICAN members and potential delegates are to prepare to attend?
I mentioned earlier on, there's no way you run an economy without the experts being at the head of affairs. This is our field. We combine with others, bankers, economists, etc. So we are going to provide solutions. We are going to put all the papers together. At the end of the day, there will be a communique that will be presented to the government.
Okay.
And here we'll tell the government the direction to follow.
Okay.
The government of any country will normally listen to groups like us. And I can tell you Nigeria is not an exception.
Is there a particular message that you just like to share, concerning the event? It's just any message from ICANN.
The message from ICANN is that the government should listen to us. They've been listening to us. We're moving. Our president just landed from Kano this morning. We normally visit governors, we advise them, we talk to them, we have discussions with them. So we are free, we move. All the powers that be, we connect with them, we give our advice, our views. We are not noise makers. We are very conservative.
Yeah.
So we communicate underground. That is ICANN's problem.
Thank you so much, Chief Oye Akinshulere, for joining us today, and we wish ICANN an impactful 55th edition, an impactful 55th edition of your event, and a happy 60th birthday as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And that's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we'll look at other hot topics. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet.
And this now Abigail.
And I dare on top your view pigeon.
I'm gonna bring you bass boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This now wetin you want.
After that day, the man
You no go see am again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs. If they look for person, we go give them to you. Fact as it be. Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her, na the woman. Talk no dey be person, no make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we not say if we open curtain in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But look, we not even take responsibility for the children. Please the man.
And that's some poria.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Abnifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion.
By personal choice.
Congratulations.
Saying intimacy should be about love, not just desire. Her confession has sparked debate. Is sex essential for happiness or personal fulfillment? Is long-term celibacy a sign of strength and emotional maturity or denial of a natural need? In marriage, is sex an obligation or a personal choice? The discussion challenges society's expectations about relationships, personal freedom, and how much sex truly defines happiness. What are your thoughts on this? I want to hear your thoughts on this. So please call us on 02016352013 or 0902-416-3440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Ladies, YK, you know, as I was reading this, I was just holding, I didn't want to look at you because I felt that you're going to do something and make me laugh. The question is the importance of sex in marriage, intimacy in marriage. That's one. The importance of celibacy. Does it mean that you are someone with discipline? Or does it just mean that, you know, or it doesn't really matter?
We have to break it down into three parts.
Okay.
First, I think that sex is very important in marriage. And if you're a wife that you're not giving your husband sex, he will go and get it outside.
True.
Those that are even giving their husband inside the house, the man still goes outside. How much those are doing? So I think sex is very important in marriage. I also think intimacy is very important in marriage.
Yeah.
The second one,
celibacy.
Celibacy is a matter of choice. If you decide, because I mean there are diseases flying everywhere, and you decide that okay, let me even wait till I see one that's, or maybe I've been sleeping with all these ones and there is no love. I just please let me wait till the one that really loves me comes, and then we will now be intimate, because I'm not even getting satisfaction from all these ones that are just coming and going. So I totally understand celibacy. And the third one was, what was the third one?
We're asking if it menstrual.
Okay, I was going to break it.
You're the one that broke it into
Yes, I was going to break it into three. I can't remember that third one.
That's fine. We can go with, yes.
I know it's three, but that third one is
But that's fine. We can start with the two. Okay. So you have broken it for marriage. You know, when I was reading that, I wanted to ask all these married women, is it possible that without intimacy in your marriages that you can still be happy?
Yes, about happiness. About happiness, because this sex, it's very, very important in marriage. It solves a lot of problems. There are times that, you know, there will be serious issue, and it's only that.
Don't say the word.
Yes, it's only that thing that can solve the issue, that can make the issue come to an end. And there are times that, man, you'll be like, no, I want to take a break. But because of the dynamics and the way, you know, the Nigerian factor, the way they've made it sing for the guy, you can't do without it. So you find out that there are times, because it's not every time I want to have it. There are times, there's a time in the month that I want to just take a break. I'm not in the mood and all of that. But I have to put myself in the mood, because it's not just about me. It's about me and my partner. So I have to make sure that I am available for my partner. That's in marriage. But for her, that she's not married, that's for her that mentioned that she isn't married. It's okay. It's okay for her to go into that. That's always the case, because considering the fact that there was something that came out earlier on.
I actually wanted to discuss that separate. I wanted to do this marriage one first, because we're going to dump it in. I'm sorry, we're about to dump this in a bin before we discuss that question. But let me hear from you.
Okay, yeah, but you know me, I've said this before. So sex in marriage is very important and it's to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
It's a thing that, you know, fosters bond between a person and their partner, and it should be as frequent as possible, because it's a distressor. You know, it helps with a lot of health issues and all of that, and so enjoy it when you have the marriage. But if you're single, it's something that you might just be able to avoid because, you know, emotional entanglement and all of those drama that comes with it. Just as Waike said, some of these sexually whatever related things that you can avoid. So you can go for the peace of mind and the peace of the body. Let me just be there. So maybe because Tiwa is divorced and she's not found somebody better or somebody worthy, it's better for her to do. I think that's why her stand is that way. Okay. You know.
So the reason I wanted us to clear that, you know, away for those of us in marriages, long-term partnerships, I just felt that it was just obvious that intimacy is quite important in marriage, but it's important for our viewers to hear that view anyway. I think this is a public service announcement. It's quite important in marriage. But let's now talk about Tiwa Savage. Let me give you people a little bit of context. Some of you may have seen it. She was being interviewed about, you know, relationships going forward. And, you know, she's like, she's not looking into that anymore because of the bad experiences she's suffered over the years. And right now, she's just happy. In fact, she went as far as saying, unless God himself sends her someone that says, this is the person, she's not looking into that. And, you know, for me, I always find as if it's women that take this stance when it comes to dating. Like men, it seems as if, you know, when you misbehave with them, they just feel that we need to get more of it. Celibacy is not usually something I hear from men. Of course, our callers, please, you can call and dispel this myth. Celibacy is not something I usually hear from men, young, viral men. But imagine a man who is just like Tiwa. You're a big music star. You are well loved and adored. And then you say, you know what, I've decided to take celibacy because of how things have been. So, am I wrong or am I wrong?
So
am I right?
I don't expect men to follow the same rule. The wiring is different. Yeah. So women enjoy it. Their bodies rest when they're celibate. In fact, I believe that their bodies regrow, renew, and all of that when they are celibate. But men are required 21 days. According to a doctor, we have medical authority on that. You know, 21 times. And the man is supposed to be celibate, tell you what, except he's really, you know, for religious reasons.
Yes.
He chooses, as Waike says, really, celibacy is about, it's about individual, and it's an option that you take by yourself. So for whatever reasons, you might want to take it. But for generally, in fact, even in religious places, religious wise, in Islam, for instance, women mourn for 4 months and 10 days for their spouses. But men mourn for 3 days.
No, you're joking.
Which 3 days?
Why?
They know even they reach.
They know they reach 3 days.
Because if you get a male, you get some of the first one, the second one, third one. What will happen that night?
So women do what for 3 days?
Morning. In the morning and waiting period post the death of a spouse, it's 4 months and 10 days. And for divorce, it's 3 months. So the woman will go sit down. But men, it's carry go. You're moving on. So it's because of the wiring, and I think that even though
I'm glad you spoke about this wiring for men, because people argue that women and men are the same. But I do not think that women and men are the same. Because like when I'm not with my partner, I go and see my grandkids, for instance. It's the backbone, like nothing like I know. Well, my partner will be like, where are you now? What's wrong with you? Come back, come back. Do you understand? For me, I'm totally focused on my grandchildren. So all that is not even part of my equation at that time. You know, maybe when I was younger, because that's another thing with women. The older you get, the less
lower your libido.
Lower your libido. Thank you.
Let's give not generally.
So when you are younger, so maybe Tiwa Savage is reaching that age now. I don't know how old is she?
40.
She's in her 40s.
Yes.
So maybe she's in that age where she just really has to have it with somebody. Maybe earlier on, her body was still doing her giz. So she did and because you remember she had a bad experience with the guy that she trusted and then he released the video.
I think it's the bad experience that must have made her to get to this point where she is right now, because most times women, they work with their emotions. Their emotions matters a lot to
Yes.
them. So if that connection is not there, they'll just be doing it for the sake of doing. But I tell you, there are women that are like men. Just the way the men say they can't do without it. There are some women that can't do without it.
Yes,
there was this girl that was with me when we were in school. I don't want to mention. I'm going to mention her name. She can't do without it. I'm telling you, if she breaks up with her boyfriend, say today, by tomorrow, all the people that have been toasting her since, she will go to them and go and meet them. Look, how far? How are you? You know, and she will toast them, and eventually, you know. So there are some women that can't do without it, and there are some men, yes, that can't do without it. And there are some men too that go into this celibacy as well.
All right, I'm hoping to hear from men, but we have Ogechi from Gombe. Good morning, Ogechi.
Nkechi, my name is Nkechi.
Nkechi. Good morning, Nkechi.
Nkechi. How are you, ladies?
We're fine, thank you.
We're fine, thank you.
Nakwana Miriam.
Yes. Hello.
A woman can be a celibate even when her husband is alive. When my husband was alive, I stayed with him for almost 14 years. There was nothing like sex because he had prostate. He had prostate. So I just, told God, I said, I want to live with my husband like brother and sister. Take away anything that will make me a woman, so that I will treat him well. That I did. And we lived happily until when he died. Even my children, all my children are doctors, and my husband was a medical doctor too, a consultant surgeon. So I just zeroed my mind. I treated him well. We lived peacefully. And I never regretted it. And I am not regretting it. He is dead now, 3 years plus. I don't think I have any feeling for any man. Because this was the prayer I asked God, take away that thing that makes me a woman. And he did it. And he blessed me before he died. And I'm receiving all the blessings, even now that he's dead.
Thank you so much, Nkechi, for your contribution. Thank you.
Some of the reasons for celibacy can be health reasons.
Yes.
Or health of the spouse. And as much as I understand what she's done, the sacrifice she's made, I've seen women who've paid dearly for it. Widowed, for instance. I talk about my cousin all the time, whose husband passed until date. She just, locked up. I yearn for that happiness. Well, I have an auntie whose husband divorced and let her pass, and she didn't try again. I want that. I want it. I want that happiness. That whatever it brings for them to enjoy it. I feel saddened when I see them doing their things solo. They didn't commit any sin, nothing. But what you find your fulfillment in really varies.
Yeah. So maybe I was hasty when I said in marriage, you must have that or else you will not be happy. Obviously, like Nkechi has said, and like you have said, you can find happiness even when that intimacy is gone. And, I like something you said earlier, Waiki, where you said, men and women, there's a point where we say we're alike, we're so much alike, but maybe we're not. And we should start having a proper conversations about what women truly want, especially from intimacy. What does intimacy mean for women versus what it means for men? For women, I always find out that it means the final gift or the end, the final destination. But for men, it's the way to, So are we really similar?
You see, that's what because when they say, a man is not faithful, the woman too can do it. Look, a woman is wired differently. You are the one that receives. He's the man that gives. So you want to be receiving from different places every time? It's not possible now. So when we keep saying, we are the same, if my man is unfaithful, me too, I can go and be unfaithful. Think about it. Think about it. Even women are more susceptible to sexually transmitted diseases.
Yes, so than men. As you are receiving now, you're going to receive.
You will receive everything. Everything come to meet you. So I think, let me tell you, I'll tell you an intimate story. My mom, she moved out of my father's house in 1981. No. Yeah, 81, I think.
Mhm.
And she died in 2000. In 2002, sorry. From 1981 till she died, she never met another man.
Wow.
She was celibate. I mean, I couldn't even understand it. In between, she got cancer. When she went for a checkup, the doctor asked her, aren't you going to use this thing? It's closing up.
It happened?
It happened?
It happens.
Wow.
So
scary.
A woman can do it. But I remember at that time thinking, what? But I was young.
Yeah.
You couldn't force her.
Couldn't force her to.
She's your parent.
I was 40 when my mom died. You know, 41.
Yeah.
So I could not understand. Mommy, go and get boyfriend now. But my mom said, fella is the only man for me. So, but now I'm older.
You saw the sadness. That's the thing I'm saying.
You see? So, that's why, do you? I believe everybody should do them. If you are the one that, you like it, go, just shall take precaution.
Yeah, be careful, yeah.
Be careful. If you are the one that, you can be celibate, please do you. Nobody should judge you. I don't think anybody should judge anybody.
Yeah.
No, we are not God. So,
Ibrahim is on. Ibrahim, good morning.
Is that Ibrahim that got cut off before?
I was the one that called you before.
Yes, he had called back.
Good morning, Ibrahim.
Hello?
Good morning, we can hear you.
It's okay. I just want to contribute again to the program.
Please.
So I found it very interesting that I'm viewing you today and I'm listening to you today. So your topic is sex really compulsory. Yes, sex is very compulsory in marriage, particularly to men. Because if, as I am, I'm over 50 and I'm say addicted to sex. If my wife says no, I may even go out to another woman to go and yes. So men, sex is very compulsory. But men doesn't have discipline in sex. Yes, it is only women that can. A woman can stay lonely for 10, 20 years without having sex. But men can hardly stay for 10, 15 days at most without having sex. Yes, it is our nature. That was why men in the Quran, in the Islamic way, Muslims were salatan wa ruba'a. You can marry two. God started for us from two because God was the one that created us and He knew our nature as men. He knew we may not be able to satisfy a woman may not be able to satisfy us. That was why God gave it to us that two. He started from us from two. Okay, you can marry three. You can as well marry four.
Yeah.
There are men, even today, four cannot even satisfy them. So they have four, they still have more girlfriend outside them that satisfy them. So and God now says last so that if you know these four, you cannot be how can I put it? You
cannot be fair and just.
Yes, and just stick with one.
Okay.
So that's why it is. So sex in marriage is very, very compulsory. Without sex, there won't be marriage, there won't be love, there won't be everything in marriage. So I feel sex is very, very compulsory in marriage.
Right. Mr. Ibrahim, do you have more than one wife?
I have only one wife.
Okay. So what happens when
she said
it now?
You know the reason why I have only one wife is that in my marriage I was financially I was down for years. So for me to compensate my wife, now that I am having something in my pocket, will I go for another wife because I'm having money in my pocket? No, if I do that, it's an act of betrayal to my wife, and even to my children, because they all stick to me. My wife sticks to me. So at least even if I will have another wife, I should give her that space for her to enjoy the world before getting another wife.
Thank you.
That's all it.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim, for your contribution. So what makes, for me, this is conversation even about relationships and marriages and our expectations for fidelity. Because we always stand here and say, it can never happen. If it happens, I leave. And here we are discussing openly that men are wired differently. Before we said, no, we're all the same. So what does this mean for marriages, really, for committed relationships and our expectations for it?
Everybody.
I have a lot of questions for Mr. Ibrahim, but of course I won't ask all of these things because he went from, the way he answered the question and then went into the religion. It just went different. It just went different because he said the first thing he said, what he said is that if his wife says no, that he goes outside. That is.
He said he will.
Okay, he will go.
He said that he's so sexually activated that he is addicted to it so such that if the wife were to say no, he will. He didn't say he was already going outside.
That he will go outside. Okay, so I find that a bit insane. But the truth is that most of our men are not romantic enough. So because they are not romantic, for a woman, before you go and do, you have to start preparing her to get herself ready, to get her ready before that day. But most men, they won't do anything. They'll just go that day. They'll just go straight up. Oh yeah, it's my right.
Yeah, because they don't marry you.
My right.
Stage has ended.
Exactly, it's my right and all of. And we women, we have a lot. You have to stimulate our brain. You have to stimulate us.
Wire for your brain,
before we to now start sparking for us to be ready for you. But men, of course, men don't need all of that. But for women, you must do all of this. But men, like I said, they are not romantic. Okay. So they just come and then it's... so because of that, a woman on her own should be like, if this is how it is, let me just, keep to myself and all.
Okay, I hear Ramatu, but my question was expectations, knowing what we know today. What are your expectations?
My expectations. Well, everybody knows my own view.
Okay.
No, I don't want to know that thing you're trying to say.
Expectations.
Why you do like
no, I'm telling you straight up. We have finished discussing here. Men are wired differently. For them, they need it as soon as they need it. A woman can feel fine. And she doesn't even think about it. Why?
Where is he going?
I just need to know. Have your expectations now changed knowing this? That is a physiological issue. It's not a mental.
Everybody knows my own.
Yes.
Me. Carry go. If I can't satisfy you, honey, get your satisfaction when you can.
Yeah. Don't run me mad.
But, the thing is, with men can have sex without being emotionally attached. Some women can, but most women have to be emotionally.
Even if they start without it, they will grow into it if they continue. Okay. A woman, even if she can start without emotional attachment, if she continues with that same partner, she grows into it.
Yes, no. It's an emotional thing for us. For men, do you see women? Well, there are some, but not a lot. That will just go and pick anybody on the street. Say, come, follow me to my hotel room. It's not possible. It's not. I can't say it's not possible. It exists. It's not rampant. But with men, it's rampant.
Well, our society
my partner used to have a driver that used to carry all the, and I'm sure he had a wife in his house.
To carry them.
But how he even found out was the neighbors when the woman is.
But why can't they exist? It's just that our society has made women to kind of like suppress. Don't show your emotions. Don't show it. Don't express yourself that you need that thing. So most times because of that, even if
that's what I think society has said. Society has made women not demand what they want. The way men demand it. So a man knows he has sexual needs, urges, he demands that need is met. A woman has emotional urges, but she's too shy to say it. Why don't you wake up your man like Nima and tell him that me too, toast me, prepare me for what you want.
Thank you, ladies, for our conversation, and thank you, Mr. Ibrahim, for shaking the table, and Nima for dodging my question. For our viewers, thank you for joining us today, and that's all we can take on today. Join us tomorrow for another interesting show. Bye.
Bye.